DJ kind of took a fall there. Any update on her? Or?
She's fine. Cool. She'll be fine.
There's a good amount of possessions with, Paige, Arike, and then Tyasha Harris. Just what do you like about that trio from what you've seen on the floor so far?
Yeah, just anytime you can add another high IQ player to the mix, just expands your options and opportunities on the floor. So I loved how Ty's looked these last 2 days, just fitting in seamlessly on the ball, off the ball, and her ability to help others around her on the floor. So it's had an immediate impact.
Taking this job, you obviously see yourself here long-term, I assume. With Maddy now going to be your long-term, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, Maddy is, in a lot of ways, embodies a lot of what we're trying to cultivate here as an organization and as a new staff. Just the gratitude and appreciation, and then the commitment to what it takes to be a pro and handling your business the right way on and off the floor. You see it on the floor. She competes like crazy, doesn't take any plays off, does all the dirty work, willing to do whatever, and then off the floor, first out to serve her community, the best teammate. She's everything you want for a player within your organization.
What are the two biggest areas of improvement you want to see from Game 1 to Game 2?
Yeah, I think defensively I want to see a little bit less slippage. So within our base of how the floor should look, the game went live, it got fast, and all of a sudden we strayed away from our general ideas and principles. So I want to see a little more discipline on that side of the ball. And then offensively, I want more shots on goal. That's been our message here. We need more shots on goal. Vegas had 14 more opportunities. That's, all those live ball turnovers. So we need to value the basketball. Those are probably the two biggest areas.
We kind of saw Zaya, turn defense into quick offense. Talk about her ability to kind of spark open floor runs.
Yeah, totally. We're going to continue to look at her to do just that, be a spark. And again, her and JJ and all the rookies, super impressed with their ability to take things and quickly apply them on the defensive end. So she's getting herself to good spots on the floor. Now she can use her athleticism and go make plays and turn defense into offense for us.
What did you see and take away from today's practice?
Yeah, I thought we got really competitive today and chippy, and we bordered on that line of, are we still in control of our emotions and being competitive, or are we letting the game get the best of us? So I thought it was a really good learning moment to be able to have a high level of competitiveness and still maintain the level of composure that we need to be able to play through mistakes or bad calls, or you missed a shot, or you just turn the ball over. So I thought there was a lot of good learning moments from it.
Stepping into this role as a head coach for the first time, how much can you lean on Curt Miller, who has been, a head coach up until this year?
Yeah, just extremely lucky to have that type of support around me. I was lucky to learn from him for all those years, and now to have him in my corner, someone that I can always just go and throw something against. He's been really good finding his balance too, of giving me space and giving me freedom and not asserting himself and inserting himself, and kind of letting me initiate those types of conversations, and I appreciate that a lot.
What's something in practice that might have happened that would surprise me? Like, not in a bad way, obviously, but just something you might have learned over the last week of practice.
That's a good question. Surprise people. I think in general we're going to be surprising people all year, just with how quickly this team is connecting. So that's what I'm most excited about, is the cohesion. And I think that's just going to help and translate to better basketball. That's a good question.
Back to the defense.
Stump me.
Back to the defense. How comfortable do you feel in your team's ability to switch 1 through 5?
It depends on who's out on the floor. And again, early here in camp, these last couple of days, actually, we've been throwing a little more defensively at them and exploring and some different coverages, being aggressive with switching, with some hedging, with some trapping, just throwing it all out there and seeing where are we most comfortable on the ball. And then as well, just as important as those coverages on the ball, it's the three people off the ball and how much they can comprehend and get to good spots on the floor. So everything's on the table.
It seems a lot of the perimeter players enjoy applying ball pressure when they're playing. And just how important is that to the defensive style this season?
Yeah, ball pressure is number one, right? We want to dictate and disrupt defensively. That starts with our ability to pressure the ball. and then just as important as that is the other 4 around the ball. So we talk about a lot. All 5 are guarding the ball. Great ball pressure, and then the other people got to be in their gaps supporting the ball. Players are just too good one-on-one in this league. You can't leave people on islands.
How's training camp been going for you?
Oh, it's going well. I mean, the first week I was just getting back into things. I was doing 5-on-0, listening, watching everybody. But now this week I've gone into 5-on-5 contact, so it's been going really well.
How are you feeling?
Good, ready to go.
What are some of your early impressions of this team? You know, you spent a lot of time watching, but the last couple of days you've been able to practice. What are some of your thoughts about this group?
I think we have a deep roster. I mean, I think 1 through 12 is really, really good. It's very competitive. The rookies came in ready, strong, being competitive, challenging us, and they're open to questions and open just to different ideas and different things, and they're just flowing really well. So I think we're going to be competitive. We're young. We're going to be fast, and I like how we have the diversity of just being fast and slowing it down and playing half court, but also being up in transition.
What is one thing that you feel like this team will surprise people about?
I think it has to be the depth of our team. I think it's not just going to be the first 5 like most teams. Now you got the whole bench. Like we can come in, sub, and it's not going to be a drop off. So just the depth of the team.
What are your individual goals this year?
Honestly, whatever's in my past. So like if it's started, I want to just make sure that I'm good, being more of a leader, being an assertive leader, commanding for my team, having more of a voice on the court. Coming off the bench, I'm going for 6 women of the year, honestly. So I'm coming with a bang, doing whatever the team needs me to do.
Talk about this team's improvement on the defensive side.
Coach is really harping on defense, so I think that's going to be a big thing to our offense, starting our defense and making our offense go. That's one thing that can't lack. So if our shots is not falling, we got to lock in on defense and hopefully just make it a low-scoring game.
What do you think is the biggest area of improvement from game 1 to this upcoming year?
I think our offense. I think just finding the shapes, like Coach bring in, finding the space, finding everybody's tendencies. I think everybody was new. So versus Vegas is like they had that core group, so they know what they like to do. But now it's like us, we're finding everybody's tendencies. If somebody likes to short roll, somebody likes to roll, somebody likes to pop. So just finding everybody's tendencies and what they like to do.
You spent a good amount of possessions playing alongside Paige and Arike. Just what do you like about that perimeter trio, and what have you maybe learned about playing next to them?
I like that I can swing to the 2. I like that I don't have to be the one. Paige, if she's right there, she can bring it up. If I'm right there, I'll bring it up, and then we just kind of, play off of each other. And I like that idea just of how many possibilities that we can have in the offense. Like I said, if we want Paige to come down and bring up the ball, me and Arike can run the wings, and vice versa. And also, I've always played Arike, so I know how dynamic she is. And just watching Paige in college is going to be super dynamic, so it's like it.
How's it been coming back to Dallas and just kind of readjusting?
It's amazing. I feel like this is home. This is where I started my career, so it was kind of just spinning the block back to it. Familiar faces from the staff, just to the fans, to the city. And I love the city of Dallas and Arlington, so I was happy to come back.
There's a lot of excitement about the team, from fans and the city overall. Just what have you noticed about that, and how cool is that heading into the season?
Super cool. I mean, I feel like women's basketball is at its peak, and it's going to continue to climb. All eyes on us. Paige about to bounce some more fans to us, so I love that everybody's tuning in, and we just have a shine, really.
You obviously had the contract option exercise. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting. I mean, I was hoping they were going to do it, but you never know for sure. But obviously, it's a great organization, been able to grow a lot as a player. So I just want to continue to be the best I can this year. And, job security is always great.
There was a lot of, up and down with 5-on-5 today. Just what are some of the things that stood out to you about, that action on the court today?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, still getting used to playing with each other. I think it's only like 7 days of practice or something so far. So it's been fun. I think we just got to take care of the live ball turnovers. I think we saw a decrease in that today. So the more we can get shots on goal, that was the big emphasis today.
Well, what are your, long-term goals with this team after the contracting today?
Yeah, I just want to be the best player I could be. And obviously I want to win. So, going to the playoffs, then, you want to win a series, then you want to win 2 series, and, obviously you want to win the whole thing. So just continuing whatever it takes and just helping the franchise any way I can.
Talk about how your game can expand next to a playmaker like Paige.
Yeah, I think like just even based on today, I got a lot of open shots, like just a lot of. She finds you on a lot of cuts, open threes, so it's just exciting to play with a point guard like that and a player like that in general.
How does Ty Harris make the game easier for you when she's on the floor?
Well, she's obviously a vet guard, so it's like spacing, telling you where to go. Like she's great at that defensively. She gets her hands on a lot. So just having that more leadership out there, I think the better.
What is one thing about Coach Koclanes that surprised you most?
I don't know. I really love the offense. I love the defensive principles too, but I love the flow of the offense for sure. And I like to move, I like to cut, I like to get out and run. So it's all things that he likes to do also.
Do you have a message you want to share with fans after the contract?
I guess I'm back. I mean, go Wings, right?
Perfect.